Call to order our town council meeting of 21 November 2023. Madam Clerk, could you please do a roll call?
Councilmember Trollender is not present. Councilwoman Bryant Ward,
Present.
Councilman Jenkins,
Here.
Mayor James, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much. And I ask if you would all please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First item on our agenda is the approval of the meeting agenda, today's meeting agenda. I will entertain a motion.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
I would like to amend the agenda to remove item 4-2 up under matters of council discussion.
Okay. Do I have a second?
So let me make sure I understand. So you want to remove item, the addendum to the Plata Library item? I'll second the motion.
All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. We will remove that from the agenda. The next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from November 14th. Do I have a motion to accept the minutes from November 14th?
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
I move that we approve the meeting minutes from November 14th, 2023 as presented.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Brings us to public comment. If anybody would like to speak today, I ask that you state your name, whether you live within the incorporated town limits, and if you could limit your comments to 3 minutes, that would be appreciated. Any takers tonight? All right, moving on to the Proclamation Small Business Saturday. Exciting times. So, whereas the town of La Plata celebrates our local small businesses and their contributions they make to our local economy and community, and whereas the La Plata Business Association has planned the 9th annual Shop Small La Plata in conjunction with the traditional Small Business Saturday on November 25th, 2023, with activities and events that create a festive atmosphere with fun entertainment and unique shopping opportunities in a safe and family-friendly manner. And whereas, according to the United States Small Business Administration, there are 32.5 million small businesses in the United States, where small businesses represent 99.7% of firms with paid employees. Small businesses are responsible for 62% of net new jobs created since 1995, and small businesses employ 46.8% of the employees in the private sector in the United States. And whereas 79% of consumers understand the importance of supporting the small businesses in their community on Small Business Saturday, 70% report the day makes them want to encourage others to shop small, independently owned retailers, and 66% report that the day makes them want to shop small all year long. And whereas 96% of holiday shoppers feel that small businesses provide better experiences than large businesses, especially for unique gift ideas, customer service experience, and fostering a sense of community. And whereas the town of La Plata supports our local businesses that create jobs, boost our local economy, and preserve our communities. And whereas advocacy groups, as well as public and private organizations across the country, have endorsed the Saturday after Thanksgiving as Small Business Saturday. Now, therefore, we, the Council of the Town of La Plata, do hereby proclaim November 25th, 2023 as Small Business Saturday in the town of La Plata, and do urge the residents in our community and communities across the country to support small businesses and merchants on Small Business Saturday and throughout the year. And I'm going to have you guys come up here in a second and tell us what's going on. But thank you so very much. The 9th annual, that is so exciting, for really supporting our small businesses and putting a spotlight on that. You know, so many people do the Black Friday shopping, but the Saturday shop small Saturday, that is so important. And from what I have read and heard, there are quite a few activities that are planned for there. So this was signed by our council, myself as mayor, Matthew Trollinger, councilman, councilwoman Evelyn Bryant Ward, and Councilman Dave Jenkins. So come on up. We're going to have if the two of you would come down as well, that would be awesome. You support this one, right?
Amen.
And here is this. All right, we'll do the photo op so we're not, talking and smiling at the same time.
Anybody else got a phone we need to picture on?
Okay, so tell us what's going on.
So we've got a lot of great things planned for this Saturday. The Plata Police Department is going to have some villains spaced around town.
It's on Facebook.
Yes, so we are really excited. So in various different businesses throughout the day, you will find a villain that can be brought to the police department for a reward. So that's really exciting. We hope that that's mostly for our teenagers. We also have Santa at the train station. So that's really exciting. And here at Town Hall, we have several of our local performing arts groups that will be performing. We've got, for the kids, we've got Dana's Showbiz. So they'll be performing. Port Tobacco Players will also be performing. And part of the Chesapeake Rural Art Society, the Madrigals will be singing as well.
Wonderful. Are you still having the carriage rides?
We are also having the carriage rides from 12 to 2. So while the carriage rides are being here at Town Hall and people are lining up for that, they will have performing arts to enjoy while they're waiting for the carriage rides. So.
And the villains are stuffed animals, not humans, correct?
They are so they can be brought to the police.
Okay, all right.
I tried to get the chief to, get us some real villains, but.
Well, thank you very, very much. It is so important for us to shop small. And I know that those trucks with a big smile on it are everywhere, but we need to keep it local. So thank you very much. I will be out there and I will make sure that I'm shopping local as well.
Support team.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you.
The weather looks like it's gonna be nice too and cooperate, so yay. All right. Next on our agenda is the matters of council discussion. It is the Ward 1 election. I will entertain a motion to nominate a candidate to fill the Ward 1 vacancy.
Madam Mayor, would not like to nominate to fill the vacancy that has been done for David Winkler to fill the unexpired term of our late Councilman Ghostville.
Thank you very much. Do I have a second?
I second the motion.
All right, any discussion? All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. That brings us to ordinance 23-21, chapter 191 zoning ordinance. Come on down. You want to sit, you can sit, or you can stand, either one.
I've been sitting all day, so this is fantastic. Good evening, council. So for this zoning code amendment, we are looking at the religious assembly use category within the zoning code. Back in 2022, we did a similar amendment for cultural institutions, which includes libraries. We noticed that religious assembly was considered under all other permissible uses under the table 3 in section 191-28. Which has fairly restrictive setbacks, open space requirements, different things like that, that can be very restrictive for a use such as religious assembly. So we are proposing to separate out religious assembly as a separate line item and use the same standards that we used for cultural institutions to allow them a little bit more flexibility on their site. This did come from a direct request from an applicant, which was the Willing Helpers Group. They were looking to do an expansion on their building, and the setbacks were so restrictive, and the impervious area was the specific one that got them, was so restrictive that they wouldn't have been able to do anything with their building. So this was reviewed by the Planning Commission at their November 7th meeting, and they did recommend approval of the amendment. So for tonight's, that the town council review the proposed a consensus to proceed. Can be a public hearing with the town council. You can refer it to the plan. Choose. We did a public hearing with the town council, then the town. Happy to answer it.
Thank you for that. And I do like that you really did look at, I know that that organization was very excited about expanding, and the fact that they couldn't because of the code, you know, times change. So thank you very much for delving into that. Council, any questions concerning this matter?
Thank you, Councilman Jenkins, Ward 4. Thank you again for bringing this forward. It's always good to tweak the ordinance based upon conditions. Just out of curiosity, have there been any issues or problems with the similar regulations for the other, usually the cultural? Has there been any violations or problems with those standards that you're going to apply here in the
No.
past? So it's
a positive change because it allows cultural institutions and especially a lot of nonprofits and churches and those types of things when they're trying to do things with their property. We have an impervious surface coverage for residential dwellings, which is, 30% of the maximum lot size. So when you're looking at a church or a library or another institution of that similar status in a residential zone, that's severely constricting. So this would apply to actually a few religious assembly uses, churches that are within residential zones. So if they chose to expand or do anything with their property, they'd have more of an opportunity.
Thank you.
Mr. Manuel, can we, are you looking for a consensus to have the public hearing through at the town council meeting, or a suggestion for planning commission? What is the course of action?
Yeah, I think you could do either. You could refer it back to the planning commission to hold a public hearing, or council can hold the public hearing. And after such public hearing, you'd be eligible for a decision. Sounds like precedent is that the town council has held the public hearing in the past. So I would stay with that sort of path, if you will. Of course, the decision couldn't be made until after the conducting of the public hearing.
Okay, so I will entertain a motion, entertain a consensus to have this come back to us as a public hearing. I'm in favor of it, Councilman Burke and Councilman Jenkins. Okay, good. So we will do that. We look forward to that. But again, thank you very much, Director Harrington, for really taking the time to look at that. I appreciate that.
Very welcome. Thank you.
All right, this brings us to, since we don't have legislation, new business with the commission reports. Councilwoman Bryant Ward.
Nothing to add. We did approve the 2 new planning commission members last week, and so I'm excited about them being brought forth in December to take their office.
Excellent. Thank you.
I assume they're going to do that planning commission online course.
I think they actually have already taken.
Terrific. That's really good. That's a good course. Thank you.
Councilman Jenkins, any reports?
Yes, so the Plata Town Center Corporation, we met Monday morning at 8 a.m. on a video call. In essence, what they would like to do is to go back into get some updated information about the status of the Coke property here in town. The SHA study for Charles Street, which goes from 301 over to Maryland 488. Get an update on the other planning issues that the town is facing, and then to get some other information about the Main Street program in Maryland. And then once we compiled out all that information, we're going to meet again, and then we'd like to be able to come back to the council sometime after the first of the year to figure out what our mission and what our niche is. That was the consensus of the group. And that's my report.
Wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry, I am remiss in saying that Chairman Gann served his last planning commission meeting earlier this month. And he is going to be tremendously missed.
Yes, he
He
is.
was a wealth of information, just an excellent chairman of the planning commission. His responsiveness, his just approach and his gentleness, but always diligent in knowing how to come back with questions. He is going to be missed so much. And if you see him, definitely thank him for his service and his time on the planning commission and his commitment to the town of Plata, because he was truly excellent.
He was. And do we have a new chair? That
We will vote on a chair in December.
wonderful. Thank you. I look forward to that. For my report, we did not, Design Review Board did not meet, and the Historic Preservation Committee did not meet. They do quarterly. I just came back from several days down in Atlanta. I was at the National League of Cities convention, and wow, it was a lot of information, but a lot of networking, a lot of great ideas on how to move our town forward. So I was very thankful to be able to attend that. Of course, we just talked about Shop Small Saturday, which is this Saturday. We have on December 3rd is our old time holiday gathering and the lighting of that magnificent Christmas tree out there. And I have to say to all that decorated town hall, it is amazing. And our new HR director out there has really put out some competition out there. Not that I'm competitive at all. It all stressed me out a little bit. But if you look around, the doors are decorated in addition to our regular decorations inside. You see what has happened outside. It is beautiful there. And also, I want to take this opportunity to welcome when we get to swear in our newest council member, David Winkler. You know, it takes, and for the others that applied, it is a commitment to your town to serve. And it's not always pretty, it's not always fun, but it is something that you have to be dedicated to. So I really do look forward to having David sworn in. And the last thing I'd like to say is I'd like to have a little, just say to our staff and to our elected officials here, thank you for your hard work and dedication throughout the year. We've all been an incredible team and continue to make positive impact on the community. So I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving and take this time to unplug for a couple of days and really enjoy your family and friends and overeat and shop small Saturday. All right. With that, I make a motion to adjourn. All in favor? Aye, all right. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.